So our nighttime routine begins with turning on all of our night lights. So this one's amber, and then we've got this one round the corner. There we go. That's another amber. Then we've got ones here, which are red. And then in the bedrooms, we've got ambers, and we've also got red lamps. So point being, what you're looking for is you want the bulbs to have no blue light spectrum in them, because blue signals that it's like daytime and alert time. And then you want them to be flicker free, because like, you know when you watch a video back and you can see like flickering on a screen, that is stimulating as well. So we've got bulbs which are all flicker free and no blue light. So that's the first part. And then I guess we tidy up toys, don't we?
Yeah.
Georgie usually does that, I'll be honest.
And then also in London, what we'd also do, especially in the summer when the sun is very bright and you want to start getting everyone in cozy mode, we would draw the curtains, but in our living rooms, they let the light in. Where we live right now in Spain, we don't have that option. We're renting this house. But if we did, we'd draw the curtains, even in the summer. And when we lived in London, outside people were having picnics and partying in the park, and we'd start battering down the hatches around 5 p.m.
Yeah.
We start the process, because Carmen and Cara go to bed between 6 and 7 p.m. But
do you remember when we used to close the curtains in London?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had blackout blinds which don't show any light.
It made it really cozy, didn't it?
Yeah.
Made it super
we
cozy.
also tidy up everywhere. So we tidied up after dinner. We have dinner around 4 p.m.
Look at this. Ding!
Lovely.
Immaculate.
And then we also start tidying up all the toys. We call this wind down cozy time now. It's good to do it, not right, especially with children. Well, even for adults myself, my bedtime routine can't just start like 5-10 minutes before I'm meant to be going to sleep. It's got to be like around a couple of hours before you head off to sleep.
Yeah.
So for you guys, it's around 5 p.m, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we always kind of have a consistent bedtime as well. Your body loves routine and consistency. So we always like aim for that. We don't really do sporadic, random bedtimes, unless of course like, I don't know, it's like a special occasion, or like we're on holiday and we were traveling that day. But we always try and be consistent, don't we, Darren?
And we try to eliminate or at least minimise screen use from this moment as well. But the fact I'm looking at the camera screen behind the camera is an exception.
Right, now for me, Darren, because obviously we're at home with the kids all day, sometimes it's hard to get on with work in the day, which is like computer work. So in the evening I do a little bit, but we'll show you some of our hacks for that. But for the kids, there isn't any screens anymore, because it's very stimulating for their little minds.
Yeah.
So this is their little area where they play, and
So we've got nice amber bulbs in here, and then also in their bathroom we have amber bulbs, but then they've got this motion detector light as well. It probably doesn't look very bright right now, but the point, it's all red and it's flicker free. So the point is, if they need the toilet in the night, then that shines enough light but doesn't wake them up. So that's good, isn't it?
In their bedroom, I think it's really nice before bedtime for them to have some airflow in here. In an ideal situation, it'd be nice if they could have a window open, but we don't do that here. So we are going to let some fresh air in, aren't we, kids?
Yeah, we will.
Some fresh air into the room before they go to bed. And then now, I think it would be good if you go and get into your pajamas.
Yeah.
Which we have over here. Now for the kids, I started buying them organic cotton pajamas, which is really good, because like they're in those clothes at night and they're like, it's a long time, so it's really nice for their skin.
You know, the whole day I actually had pajamas under my top. Because when I got dressed, I was like, oh, I'm going to put my jumper on. And then when we were playing outside in the rain, we had an umbrella and our raincoats on. I was like, what? I have my pajamas underneath my
Been
jumper.
cold today though, hasn't it? Very cold.
One good brand is Polano Puet over my Sono. It's a Swedish brand. They do organic cotton pajamas for kids.
First time when I
How do you
read
see it?
these.
Because I don't know how you pronounce it either.
It's the last word.
Oh, Polano Pirate? I don't know, pirate?
I don't know
I'm not
how
sure.
you pronounce the P word.
Arr.
Pirate, but that's a good one. And then also another brand is Petit Bateau. But this brand's really good.
No, what noise do pirates make? Come on.
Hiya!
No, pirates go arr, don't they?
Like you can roll the sleeves up and down so they can grow.
Shiver me timbers.
So do you want to put those ones on for you? And then for Koa,
First time when I wear these, it was so
the little Petit
soft.
Bateau ones.
Yeah?
That was all fresh.
And Koa loves these, just little sporty ones. I think these brought these out in 2024 because it was the Olympics.
Ah, right.
These used to be Karma's, but now they're Koa's.
Yeah, because they don't fit anymore.
Right, so Koa, do you want to get in your PJs?
I love how, as well as you smell books, you smell clothes as well. I don't know if you noticed that you do that.
I think I probably do.
Like, pick up that book behind you, you'll probably smell it.
No, I love the smell of it. Koa, do you want to wear these, buddy? The only thing is they feel a little bit damp, like they're not dry.
Is that just because they're really cold though?
No, they feel a bit they're not dried properly.
Oh really?
Yeah. I've accidentally made a mistake there, so I'm going to put them on the back of these chairs to dry.
Yeah, we get kind of privilege of being used to the sun here, so when it's rainy time we're like, what do we do?
Yeah. You can wear that as well, and you wear it.
So things don't dry very well when it's not sunny, do they? You're not a fan of using tumble dryer, really, are you?
Not on actual clothes, on bedding and towels I do, but I always find that your clothes don't last as well if you tumble dry them, and they shrink a little bit.
Right.
Especially if you're buying good quality clothing, organic ones. You've really got, I mean, you've got to look after all your clothes. It's a waste, whatever. But when you're like investing in your clothes, you should like look after them even more. And I think these even say do not tumble dry.
Right.
Because this brand's all about sustainability and things. So I think it's really nice. Even for myself, I like getting in comfy clothes as soon as we start to wind down. Especially if I like wearing a lot of smart casual clothes, but then I like getting into. Now today I've been wearing something comfortable, but it's always just nice to get out of your clothes and get in something comfortable. Are you right? Why are you laughing at me?
I was just imagining if I jumped over the camera and the dad never noticed me.
I don't think you'd be able to do that.
Right, so you get your pajamas. I don't know if you've noticed, but we've also done. If you know,
we've got modern art. It's a modern art piece.
So we're talking about screens and bright lights and things like that. We've got these. What are they called?
The temperature control.
Temperature control for the heating, and it emits a bright light in the night, which is stimulating.
It's not. To be honest, it is on this dull. It's on like the night mode, where the screen's all dimmed, but still, when it's completely pitch black, then you can see a bit of a light.
So Kara's underwear is what we use to cover up.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes we've even done this when we've stayed in hotels, because hotels are notorious for having like an annoying bright light. We've brought like blue tack with us, and we like stick it on.
Oh, it's such a good hack. You know, when there's a red light on this camera right now. Basically, when there's the little red lights on TVs and all that, if you can't get behind the TV to pull it out of the wall, pull the plug out, take blue tack with you and put it over all those little red lights, and it really helps, doesn't it?
Right, guys. Right, so I'm now going to close. I've let a big blast of light and air in while they're going on about, and now I'm going to put their blind down, which is actually, it is a blackout blind, isn't it, kids?
Yeah, but it's not proper sealed though.
So it's a bit bright in here, a bit not bright. Sorry, what am I?
Why do you keep saying the opposite of everything that you're trying to say?
You know what my brain's like. It's, guys, you know I fell over the other day when on the run. You're not going to believe it.
Oh, now it's dark.
Oh, Koa.
Now you can see it's not a full blackout blind.
We also sometimes put this little cushion here to stop it, like flapping. I know any of you parents. Koa, can you not do that, please? Any of you parents out there, there's sometimes these hacks that you do when you've got kids to try and hope that they sleep. You know, like I'm going to put the cushion like that. You know, we've kind of gone out of that phase with these two, but we still kind of do weird things. You know, like propping up things. You know, just sort of stop them. You know, like with little toddlers, you'll prop up their beds in a certain way so they don't roll out and all that. Right,
yeah, they don't roll out of their beds now, thankfully.
One thing about the bedtime routine is I will ask them to go and do something and they won't do it. Go in the bathroom and get in your pajamas. Go on.
Okay.
Oh, look at you two.
In your cosy stuff. Well
We
done.
also need to make sure we tidy these toys up, because if you wake up to go to the toilet in the night, you might trip over these and it'll make a big loud noise and you'll wake up and start playing.
Yeah.
Like they did one morning.
One morning? It's happened loads of mornings.
You learn.
It most recently happened literally like 2 nights ago.
No, don't scream.
There was just randomly loads of noise at 4 a.m. and then you were playing. You said a mosquito woke you up. There aren't any mosquitoes this time of year, is there?
Well, the passing fly, I always see them.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Koa's work of art. Who's this, Koa?
Okay, show the fist bump.
Okay.
Who's this? Who's that?
And it was our pants. Maybe.
Okay.
I'm a nerd.
Oh, he does look mad, yeah.
Everyone a banana
Right.
apple before bed.
Come on, have a bit of supper. Yeah.
Oh, bananas. This is a apple.
We actually don't have any bananas.
We're out of bananas, we turned them all into ice cream,
There's only.
didn't we?
There's only kiwis.
We've got apple. I think kiwis and
We
the.
had 2 apples today.
Do you want any more?
Hello,
Or do you want a bit of yogurt?
Yummy
We'll have
mango.
that one for tomorrow, okay? You want some yogurt? Yeah?
Chopped up apple.
Maybe not chopped up apple, what we'll do is we're going to have some soya yogurt. That's quite nice to put them in bed. It's like nice for their tummies. We try and avoid, we've got some blood oranges there which they like, but it's kind of not a good idea to have citrus fruit before bed when you're going to clean your teeth. After eating you're meant to wait at least 30 minutes before brushing your teeth, because your tooth enamel's softened, and then when you brush on it you can like kind of wear it away a bit, can't you, Darren? So it's not ideal.
I think it's from the lid. Can I lick the lid?
No, because it's a sharp lid, that is. You want some cinnamon or chai spice on top?
Yeah. Why did it
Oh, that sounds good, doesn't it?
No.
For a cosy day.
It is a cosy day today. We've got some chai latte spice, which is just like cinnamon and
I don't want
anise.
spicy.
It's not spicy.
It's not spicy, it's just like cinnamon.
I mean, it has got a bit of
tiny bit of spice.
mustard in it, and that.
It's got mustard, really?
I mean, maybe I'm getting it wrong, but this is all in Spanish.
Mostaza.
guys. I can't. Yeah. Nuez moscada.
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 No,
Cardamom.
mostaza is mustard, isn't it?
Ah.
That-
Basically, it's
that-
chai, which is
That's
like
probably moscado. Like that is a spice, isn't it? I don't
What
know
is
what
it?
I'm saying. I
Well,
don't
if
know.
you think I can't read labels, it's because it's in Spanish.
Obrigado.
Obrigado was thank you in Portugal, wasn't it?
Being back from Portugal, we forgot that we've got that. We could have that in the daytime. We've forgotten about that drink.
You met in Portugal.
So I like spice and
Yeah.
pepper on it, right? Guys, you need to eat this
I'm
up.
in Portugal.
And then after you've eaten, you need to rinse your mouth out.
Just looked up on Translate. Mostaza is mustard, and the nuez moscada was nutmeg.
Yay!
So
makes
figure it
sense.
out.
Why would there be mustard and chai?
Yeah,
spice?
exactly.
That doesn't make sense, but nutmeg does make sense.
Yeah, it does.
Have you finished, Kara?
Yeah.
Oh, well done. Don't worry, I didn't sprinkle mustard on top of your yogurt.
If not, it would be like the sauce.
I was just going to go with it because some chai spices, especially the really authentic ones, they can be very spicy and you can have like garam masala and things like that. So I was just like, okay, maybe that's how it's meant to be. Do a little swill. Helps rinse their mouth out. I think you should go and do a couple of bounces on the trampoline. Use up a little bit of energy. I actually broke this the other day. I made a mistake. I started doing this weird trick on it and then I accidentally stood on this and broke it off. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing.
I like doing this.
Yeah.
Mum was trying to take off, wasn't she, Karma?
Yeah.
Where is it? There, yeah. Missing. We've got one missing.
Yeah. There you go.
We need to see if they sell replacement bands, don't we?
Yeah.
I'm going to put it into you.
But we love this trampoline. All of us use it. The only thing is, if no one's using it, I'm like, I'm going to go and use it, and then everybody wants to go on it. But that's just one of those things, isn't it?
You remind us of it, don't you?
Yeah.
And then we want to use it.
For me though, this isn't my morning routine, not my evening routine. I do not feel like doing this after dinner before bed. I used to do.
Guess what? One day I did 53 minutes on the trampoline.
You did,
One time I did a trillion.
Did you?
That take a whole day.
Right, should we go in your bedroom
I'm gonna
now?
take up the whole
Come on, let's go and shoot some books.
No, I like
Get all
jumping.
cozy, come on.
Should we read the funny Paddington one?
Yeah.
The cake mix goes up the hoover and he sprays it out and then it gets cooked and then he eats it. Because he was the dust coating. Because he was doing spring cleaning.
Yeah, he was trying to do a spring clean, wasn't he, Cara?
Yeah, literally.
He always has good intentions, doesn't he? But then doesn't always go to plan.
Usually for part of their bedtime routine, there's always a Shirley Hughes book. We love Shirley Hughes.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing.
I really
Oh, you winded me. Oh.
He's like, I really love you, Mum, and then kicks you.
Oh, we also forgot something. So we put the fresh air into the room.
Oh, yeah.
But now we're going to put on the air filter. But maybe, Darren, you can explain about this because you're the tech guy and you bought it, didn't you?
Tech guy reporting for duty. So basically this just purifies the air which is in the room. But what I liked about it, so we put it on a blast when they're actually awake. But then once they're going to be going to sleep,
I love you.
then there's that sleep mode and all the lights will go off after like 10 seconds or something. And then there's no light at all. So and it's super silent as well. It's just doing a really light setting, but it's good just to have on in the night time, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it removes all the dust out of the air and any pollutants. Right, now we're going to do something very strange in here, Fizfam. Cara, you've got to start winding down. This is what I'm saying. The book time for them is really crucial. It really helps them like calm down because they have a lot of energy. I mean, all kids do. That's completely
One time the
natural.
bed literally knocked them.
But I have to get them into relaxation mode.
We've also always got to put it down because the plugs are here and that doesn't make you have a good sleep because you have electricity right next to your head.
That's right.
Very well explained. This is the unusual thing that we do. We found it's a very good solution. So their beds are on wheels, and we move them away from the sockets on the
And
wall.
then you can jump from
Because
that
like what
to
Karma
that.
said, their heads are going to be close to it. But I'm going to let the electricity guy explain.
Electricity guy reporting for duty. Yeah, so basically we've got an EMF tester. I've watched videos about this online anyway, but we've got an EMF tester which tests for electromagnetic fields. And when you go near plugs or light switches, there is a big field around them, and that disturbs how deep you can sleep and how well you can sleep, in theory.
Especially for
so
children.
therefore, it's a nice simple fix to just move yourself away from the plug a bit. So especially if they're little heads as well.
Distance is your friend when it comes to...
Absolutely, yeah.
Also, children's skulls are really thin and they absorb more of it into their brains and things. And if your children are hyperactive or find it hard to sleep, it does help. Right, you need to calm down. Can I let you just hold on to the fish and calm down? Cara, you've got to calm down.
So we're gonna wheel your bed away as well, Calms, yeah?
Can
you do that?
But it's so heavy.
Do you want a hand?
Do you need to help?
Ready? I'll pull it with my foot.
We usually do it about... Or another tip, if you can't move the beds and you're interested in doing this, adults and children, you could just move your pillow down a little bit if you can, unless you're really tall and your legs hang off. But for kids, you can just move the pillow like that. Baby time! Right, so we have to put the toothpaste up here, because if in the ones they wake up early, they may be prone to squeezing it all out of the tea. We also have a toothpaste, which is really good for oral health. This is free from fluoride, SLS, sulfates, and glycerin free, and it's got a mineralizer in there called hydroxyapatite.
Nanohydroxyapatite, yeah.
Yeah, and they actually have this in Japan in their toothpaste instead of fluoride. And I feel like Japan's sometimes quite forward-thinking like that.
Yeah, it's hydroxyapatite, which really is superior in helping remineralize the teeth. And basically grow the tooth enamel as well.
Yeah,
so yeah, really good stuff.
Really good. Right guys, you haven't got any toothpaste on yet. Harry's got a little electric toothbrush. What, you got that off Amazon, didn't you?
Yep.
And then Carmen's got a bamboo one. I let them brush their own teeth first and then I go over them afterwards. But sometimes I have to call you in, don't I, Darren? Because they run off and they ignore me. They're like, no, and then I'm going to call Dad. I'm like, Dad, and then they're so good with you.
It depends. They take it in turns on us, I
feel like your bedtime routine with them is so smooth. Like trick shots, just throw a basketball into the hoop straight away. You walk out of the room, it's all the time, and they're all tucked up in.
Sometimes,
like little angels. When I do it, you just hearing me. Just listen to me. They're being fairly good because you're here and we're recording it.
Yeah,
and they're being the best behaviour.
You like making videos, don't you, Karma?
Maybe when I'm 8, maybe I can make my own videos.
Maybe, yeah. Who knows? We shall see.
Go over there. Because Karma's milk teeth have come out. You've got grown-up adult teeth coming through. I have to be careful though with you.
I have no more wobbly teeth, so I need to wait for more and then I can.
Yeah.
Right, let's turn it off now.
Yeah, your last one came out on holiday, didn't it?
Right, now you've got to go and do a piddle cover. Piddle time. Every evening we also have the chore of collecting all of their bed cushions up.
10 million cushions.
I know, and then we have to put them over here out of the way. That they can actually get into their bed.
It's enough to make a bed over there.
I know,
You can make another
I went
bed.
a bit too crazy with it, didn't I? All of their bedding is organic cotton, and their beds are we ended up getting these beds which are free from toxins, didn't we?
Yeah, really nice beds, yeah.
Yeah, right, we've been for a week now. Now I think Dad
No off-gassing, it's all natural materials.
Yeah.
Off-gassing.
Off-gassing.
It's like chemical smells that come off things.
Like brand new furniture farts.
Not quite, but
And it's not good to breathe those farts in.
yeah, it's not.
Pass wind, I should say, I'm sorry. You say pass wind in this family.
What was Mummy saying,
And
Karma,
you say
eh?
bottom in this family.
Bottom and pass wind. And if we see some doggy stuff on the floor, we call it doggy doo-doo.
Sounds like Mum's being on best behaviour, doesn't it, Karma?
I'm trying to.
She doesn't always say that at all, does she?
No, I have really got a good habit with that because I find it in the street and you're like, watch out, this dog pee. It just sounds so
Doggy.
I don't know, not good. You're
She just said it.
so I'm like, yeah, I know I did. And I'm like, watch out, kids, there's some doggy doo-doo there. And it just...
Mummy's growing up, isn't she,
Something
Karma?
I'm trying to grow up.
Watch out, there's some doggy poo-poo there.
Doggy doo-doo.
Mummy's
Right.
being all mature, isn't she, Karma?
Yeah, you never would think that of me, but I'm actually finally at 37 going to start maturing.
Yeah, these ones? Okay, cool. Let's go then. Should we sit on Cara's bed?
Okay.
What order should we do them in? Right, let's do Goodnight Digger last, yeah, because that's Goodnight.
The funny one first.
Which one?
I love the funny
Paddington, yeah? One morning, Mrs. Brown and Mrs. Bird went out for the day and left Paddington to look after the house. "I shall wash up all the breakfast things while you are gone," he said. "And then, if I have any time left over, I may do some spring cleaning." "Oh dear," said Mrs. Brown. "I don't like the sound of that." As soon as the others had gone, Paddington set to work. He washed all the breakfast cups and saucers and plates and put them in a rack to dry. Then he did the dusting, and after that he washed the dusters and the towels and hung them up to dry.
Oh no!
When he had finished hanging up the dusters and towels, he started making a special chocolate cake as a surprise for Mrs. Brown and Mrs. Bird when they got back. Paddington liked cooking, and he was soon busy mixing flour and cocoa and sugar and milk together in a large bowl. It wasn't until he put his paw in the mixture to make sure it tasted as it should that he saw he had made a mess with the flour and cocoa. Worse still, the floor felt crunchy under his feet where he had spilt some sugar. So he got the vacuum cleaner out. That was when his troubles started. In his haste to tidy the kitchen, he put the hose on the wrong end of the cleaner by mistake, and instead of sucking, it blew. Paddington staggered back as all the old dust came out and rose into the air like a big black cloud. It landed everywhere. On the clean cups and saucers and plates, over the dusters and towels he had hung up to dry, over the tables and chairs and floor. It even landed on his cake mix.
Bye.
Love you, good night.
Love you, sweet dreams.
See you in the morning.
Sweet dreams.
Good night, beautiful. So love you.
Good morning.
See you in the morning. Good night.
Good night.
So after I put Karen and Cameron to bed, I like to get on with some computer work, focused, and also during the day I don't really like staring at a screen too much, so I like doing all of my computer work, such as making thumbnails and posting to Instagram and editing reels, you know, all of the work that I have to do, plus also mum stuff like organising birthday parties and booking holidays, things like that. But to help protect my eyes against the blue light coming from the screens, I wear some blue light blocking glasses. These ones are from Ra Optics. And I actually think they look quite stylish as well, don't you think?
Yeah, they look good. They suit you.
I love them so much. But also on top of that, on my screens, on my computers, I'll show you on my phone. On my phone, you can turn the brightness down, but not just that, you've got this mode called night shift. I actually keep this on all day, not just at night time. But on top of using this at night time, I also wear these as well. So it not only just protects your eyes, but it actually helps you to be able to sleep better, because when you are having blue light in your eyes from like screens or daylight, you're not producing melatonin, which is like the sleep hormone. So once you block out the blue light, then your brain is able to produce melatonin, which helps you feel relaxed and sleepy and like calm and relaxed before bed. So it's quite good for people if you find that you're not able to sleep that well at night time. It could be because of the lights on the screens. But even though I've got these, I still make sure that I'm not looking at a screen directly before bed. So that's why I like doing it just after I put them to bed. Then I have a little while to do work, but then I will put this away, because it's not just the screens and the blue light. Also just doing work and like social media in itself is quite stimulating, and it's really good for your brain to stop like problem solving and trying to fix things and answer emails. I think it's just really nice to remove all of that. So that bit will come later on, and we'll show you some of the little tips and tricks that we do to help us get all sleepy and calm. So I don't know if you can tell this, but I'm quite like a energetic person, so I really need to make sure that I feel relaxed at night time, because if not, I'll just be problem solving and laying there at night with the lights off, just thinking of ideas, my mind is racing, and I find it really hard to relax. So this has really, really helped, because now, the other night, I had to quickly check something on my phone, because obviously we're doing daily vlogging now, so kind of ironically, we're having to do a little bit more work in the evening than we want, but we're now trying to get a bit more, we're getting a better routine now. But I had to quickly check my phone for something, and then I didn't have these on, and even though this is night mode on, I looked at my phone and it was so bright. So these really, really do make a difference. I love them. Darren got these first of all, didn't you? And then he kept saying, you should get some, you should get some. And I was like, I'm gonna get some. And now I absolutely love them. I even take them into supermarkets when I go in them, because the lights are bright, or if we're out and about at night and there's all the street lights shining on me. It's amazing the difference it can make. It really like chills you out and like just gives you this like cozy little glow. You know, like that phrase, looking for rose tinted glasses. That's what it's like, but they're not rose tinted.
And then you've got an Ethernet cable for your internet connection rather than Wi-Fi. And then ideally, not have your laptop on your lap either.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Sorry guys, I just put that out of habit, but that's why I've got this here. because I do that, or I'll work on the floor and be in front of a coffee table. But I really like it here because these red lights make it feel so cozy. It's kind of imitating like a fireplace or a candle.
It's a bit like, you know, like what you have in hair salons. Like some sort of thing what dries your hair.
No, but red lights and like the amber lights are very primitive, because like we would, at night time, humans in the past, we would only have light coming from fire, like candles or an actual fire. So this is mimicking that, and that's why
it's mimicking the sunset.
And also the sunset.
Yeah.
There's all these like hidden psychological cues or physiological cues in our body that is like primal. And I really like that. A lot of these things which you think are high-tech gadgets or like red lights and that, they're actually kind of mimicking nature.
Yeah, it's all mimicking nature.
Yeah, so that's nice. So I'm going to get on with this Fam and create some fun content for you on all of our other platforms. Family Fizz, we're sharing loads of reels on there. Snap, we're getting like daily uploads on there, like up to date, like things that are going on. And then of course, these videos for February are on Physio. Because if you've only just tuned into this video, you didn't know, we're actually making a video every single day on here for February, for Physio February. Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Sienna's back from gymnastics.
It went really good.
Oh, amazing.
Well, actually, I say it went good. I did land on my head, but that was in the foam pit, so it's fine.
Okay, so now you've got to start your nighttime routine.
Yes.
And we're going to be starting
Raining
ours.
outside again.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely freezing.
Right, I've just been doing loads of it. I've been checking our daily vlogs. I've done loads of posting, and I've had my glasses on. And
You look cool.
thank you.
I'm not gonna make myself a little supper, and I've been eyeing up a mango all day. Wait, where's it?
Look
Where
at
is it?
you.
Please don't tell me someone's eaten. No, it's here. This is it. It's the right mango. I'm really excited.
See, the thing is, like, at this time of night, we barely put any lights on, but I feel like you guys are not going to be able to see us.
It is making it, ironically, the footage.
I'm gonna put a bit of a. That's exactly. Hence the reason why we film YouTube videos in the daytime, because then it makes them nice.
No,
and
but
bright.
we want to share this.
But when we go like full hardcore mode, it's just red lights on. You'll see the bedroom later. Like
Yeah.
it's just red light, nothing else.
Well, I can remember I made a Reels once showing some things that I do to relax before bed, and one of the things is no screens, but then someone pointed out, but you're using a screen though. But to show an example, you do have to do this, but that was a good point. I was like, oh,
But it's nice to get to actually like answer all these things, because the amount of times, like say like if we've shown putting the children to bed and there's just like a 10-second scene in a video or something, and like a lot of you guys will say like, why are the lights that colour, and we have answered, but obviously not everybody sees that reply to a comment, so it's nice to actually
I mean, like when people walk past our house, it's just like a glowing red thing coming from it. It's like, what is going on in there?
Not even glowing that much either. Like when it's Halloween and like there's trick-or-treaters or anything, nobody rings our doorbell because they don't think we're in, because it's just so dark.
We'll just be offering them like dried fruit anyway. Like we've just got some raisins for you. What are you doing there? Chopping
Chopping it up.
You've cut that up really well. I'm impressed. It's found.
Yeah,
Look at that.
I've had practice.
Skills.
I
Senna's
chopped it
actually
up,
getting
got
a really good
inspo from,
cook,
How
aren't
they
you?
chop it up in the
Well, you've been
cooking
practicing
process.
knife juggling, haven't you?
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah, she's really good at it.
I
Like
like
she
sharpening the knives first.
like this, like juggling them, aren't you?
Shall I do a demonstration
No,
now?
definitely not.
Hi. How was gymnastics, Sienna?
Good.
Right, so what are you drinking then? Is that a coffee?
Is that a coffee? Yeah, so I have coffee before bed. It's really, really good. No, it's just a tea, but I kind of
that a
drank
herbal?
most. Yeah,
It's a herbal tea with some cocoa in it. It's not like
it
a
just
hot
tastes
chocolate.
like chocolate. It's really nice.
Yeah. So have you started your bedtime routine then?
Yeah, well, I've just been posting. I just finished posting, so yeah, now I'm gonna do some relaxing before bed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I've got my red light on. I'm gonna open up my.
It's very red in here, Mia.
This one's a bit more yellow, so I can actually see and like do things. But yeah, every evening I do my body brushing. I love my body brush, and then this is also my favorite. It's from Fushi. It's a shea cocoa. So I'm gonna put that on in a minute, and
I
then
think
I
we might have to
also.
turn the light on. I noticed I run
Yeah.
it, but I can't see.
Is that better?
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
a bit better now.
And then I also have this hairbrush which I really love because it like distributes the natural oils in your hair. So I try and be like a princess every night and like brush my hair like 100 times. You know that like saying?
Yeah.
And I realised why that saying is a thing, because they were talking about old-fashioned brushes where you the goal of it is to distribute the oils from the top of your head to the roots. That's why you have to brush your hair so much.
Ah, I didn't know that.
I mean, I'm just guessing. I haven't actually looked that up, but I'm just guessing.
What is that in there?
So this is an essential oil diffuser.
So
I love this. It makes my room smell so delicious. So at the moment, what I have in it, rose geranium. For some reason, it's in German. I don't know why. But it's rose geranium or pink geranium. It's just geranium.
Yeah.
Which is a type of flower.
It's good for your
hormones.
hormones.
Very calming, good for your hormones. I also like to put that on my body. Sometimes as well, diluted with jojoba oil. Yeah, I love putting it in this. You just put some drops of it in with water, and then it just makes my room smell so nice. And in the morning, sometimes you can do more of like an energizing one, but in the evening, I like a nice feminine, calming one.
Your room smells like
And
a
it makes
spa.
my room smell.
Your room
Yeah,
feels so
it
calm.
gives like spa vibes. And then another thing which I like to do before bed, which is kind of a bit relaxes me in a way where it kind of seems like contradictory, but wait, I realised I need to have my yoga mat. I also have some
gonna do some nice
which I
yoga
like
stretches.
to do some stuff. Yeah, so I do like yoga and some stretches because I'm trying to get more flexible.
I have to turn the light on.
Yeah, go on.
Sorry about that, guys. Is that better? Can we see
Yeah.
better now?
I also like to do some conditioning before bed. It helps me relax. So I do some push-ups.
Okay, so we went from soft spa princess energy to Mia just smashing out the push-ups.
Because
Well
I
done.
did a push exercise, push workout at the gym earlier, and then I also like to practice my handstands against this wall.
Whoa, Mia.
I'm trying to work on being able to hold it away.
Wow,
while not
that
leaning
is
on it.
impressive. Wow. So you do this every night before bed? I didn't know
Yeah.
you did this. I thought you did this in the morning.
I do it every morning, every night, just whenever I remember, basically.
Bruh.
Boom.
I don't know why. Literally your room looks like this little princess room, but really Mia's in here smashing out the push-ups and basically getting really hench, aren't you? She has actually been getting gains, Fizzbam. We're gonna have, me and you soon are gonna have to do like a video where we show our gym workout and what we eat and everything. Mia is literally good. Did you know that? She just does, yeah, she does conditioning before bed, Sienna.
No, that's actually really good. Sometimes when I can't sleep, I'll just hold a wall squat for as long as I can till my legs are like really burning, and then I hop straight in bed, and then it's so relaxing. Like you guys should honestly try that. If you can't get to sleep, just hold a wall squat for ages, as long as you can, till your legs are like burning and it feels like they're like melting inside.
Thank you for that.
Surprisingly, sometimes if you can't sleep, just actually do like a little workout. Like just like, I don't do like a serious one. I just do like 10 minutes. But yeah, honestly, it helps me go to sleep.
After I have my supper, I have a shower, and then I get in bed and I read a book. And at the moment, I'm reading Think and Grow Rich, the original classic. It's actually really good. Then sometimes I'll write in my diary a little bit, and yeah, I'll just relax with my red lights and that. So yeah, it's really
cozy in here,
Yeah,
Sienna.
I love my new room. It's like just like a little, I don't know, cozy room.
Yeah, I love your room, Sienna, yeah. And then also you clean your teeth in that. Well, I hope you do, don't you?
Yeah, I have a shower, clean my teeth, brush my hair, wash my face. But yeah.
All right then, Sienna. Well, I'm now going to go and do my bedtime routine.
I'm now going to do mine.
So good night, girl.
Good night, love you.
Good night, girl.
Good night.
Sienna, see you tomorrow. Not
See
in a
you
little
tomorrow.
while. Okay, please don't do that. Don't see me. Don't wake me up in the night anymore.
Why would
You've
I do
outgrown
that?
that one, luckily, haven't you?
Yeah.
Good night, Mia.
Good night.
You're writing your diary.
Yeah.
No night. Yeah,
Good
Mia,
night.
before bed, she's always writing down what she wants to do the next day, aren't you? Which is good.
I have to keep on top of it all.
Yeah. Good night. Love you.
Good night.
Love you. Right, now upstairs in me and Darren's bedroom. I'm going to shut the door. And now this is when things are going to get weird, Fizz fam. Oh no, this is when it's going to get
I'm going to
weird.
have to put extra lights on to try to not make it be so dull. So
This is how it looks
this
normally.
is the sunset zone. So we've got a big red floor standing lamp here.
Another little peek at the bulby.
That's actually one that I got when we first moved here to Spain, and there's going to be a bit of a delay in ordering things from the UK. I actually got that one off Amazon, and it claimed that it was flicker free, but it's a LED bulb and I don't particularly rate it that well. So Ignore that one.
It's a bit too like dim, isn't it?
I just haven't bothered replacing that, but our bulbs are from Block Blue Light, which is a UK website, so I had to wait like 10 days for them to be delivered. The red lights really set the scene in here in terms of it being nice and relaxing, and then also...
Shall we turn the proper lights on though, just so people can see a bit better? I know, like... Oh my goodness. Oh, what? Now, I was going to say we could take our glasses off, right? Let's have these on while we do that. Now it's yellow through my lenses.
Yeah, right. Anyway, so over here we've also got a nice little diffuser. So we put spring water in there, and then also like we've got patchouli.
Oh, patchouli tonight.
Patchouli in at the moment.
Sometimes we have ylang ylang or pine.
Yeah, so keep those in that little pot. And then I've already brushed my teeth, I've already used the water flosser, I've already got my Invisalign in. So I did that like not too long after dinner. Because the kids have a supper, I tend to prefer having a longer gap between dinner and breakfast, so I don't have a supper.
Would you mind recording me while I do well, I'm going to show you my quick beauty routine.
Okay.
And something weird is going to come up as well. Right guys, so I clean my teeth, I use the water flosser.
Amber spotlights in here, by the way, as well. Flicker-free amber spotlights, again from Block Blue Light.
I'll take these off once we get in the bedroom. But because we've got those bright ones, we'll put it on. But once I've done my screen light, I can take these off because the red lights in the bedroom are amazing. But I will have these on when we go back in there because it's like strobe light. I don't usually wear makeup, but even so, even if I'm not wearing it, I'll cleanse my face, and I usually use some of these. I love this so much, this brand. The Live in Libation's Best Skin Ever. This is a cleanser and a moisturiser. So it's an oil, and it's got loads of different, it's a blend of oils and different essential oils. So today I'm probably going to use, in the daytime I like using this one because it's got like an orange hue because the turmeric and the sea buckthorn in it, and it kind of gives your skin a nice glow. But at night time I like using this one, which is the sandalwood one, and sandalwood is really good for anti-aging and keeping your skin nice and healthy. So I've got to be a bit careful because my hand's a bit sore, and I rub it all over my face. A bit of a massage. They know
because we've been making daily videos, so
yeah.
They actually know that you fell over already. Still got to get used to that we're actually making daily videos now, so like everybody knows what's going on. All of the products that I use, I'm just going to try and use always organic and clean. Just because something's vegan or cruelty-free or organic doesn't mean that it's natural. But this is 100% no preservatives, nothing. It's all like pure oils. Then I've got my organic face cloth. This is organic hemp. It's like a muslin cloth. I'll take my slippers off. And then I'm going to go into the shower. I wouldn't normally do this, but we're going to get our water filtration system fitted soon. So the water that comes out of here is regular tap water, and it's really like full of chlorine, which is not something that you want to put on your skin. Because chlorine is a bit like an antibiotic, it kills all the bacteria. So when it goes onto your skin, it's going to kill all of your healthy microbiome, which the microbiome equals your beauty. And it also dries your skin out as well, which can make your skin look really dehydrated and wrinkly. So I'm going to use this water. We've got some filters added on. So I get some... To the right, to the right, to the right. Wrong way, wrong way. This happens. This is realistically what happens. Turn it to the right. Otherwise that top one's going on. Is anyone else like me where I get muddled up with which is left and right and forget which side it is? This is a bit awkward. I can't wait till I can use the taps. Every night when I do this, I get soaking wet. And it's just have to turn it right and then it's fine. Did I forget? Okay. Every night I forget. Right. So we've got a filter on that shower head there. It's called a tap water, T-A-P-P. Yeah. W-A-T-E-R. Tap water filter. Oh, that's so nice. So you're rubbing all the oil off? Yeah, because that's the oil that's cleaning off all the impurities. Oh, right, okay. Like the sweat. I don't know how it works. Dirt, pollution. I see. It smells so nice. It's like going to the spa. Like clean my eyebrows, get all the dust out. If I do wear makeup, I would probably go and rinse this cloth several times and do it over and over, but I'm just kind of removing a little bit. It exfoliates your skin, it's so nice, guys. Right, and then after doing that, I'll pop that on the floor to put in the wash, because that one's a bit old. In the daytime, I put oils on my face as a moisturiser, because I use that as a cleanser. But now, at night time, I've been putting this on, which is a brand called 100% Pure
dark spot remover.
And that came out of the mini fridge.
Oh yeah, I forgot to
Yeah.
All of these things I'm taking for granted.
I know, exactly.
So we have a mini fridge because it keeps all of your toiletries or your beauty products really fresh. We also put our vitamin C in there. So even in the UK, I had a mini fridge because in the summer, so many of my beauty products went off and rancid, especially like natural ones, because they don't have loads of preservatives in it. So it's nice to keep them fresh. But I know that people do this even with makeup that isn't natural or beauty products. But especially in Spain, it's important to do that. Oils don't really go off. They can last years. But things like this, which are more delicate, can. So this is a dark spot remover. I have a lot of pigmentation on my face from when I was pregnant and breastfeeding and we lived in Costa Rica. And this is all natural. I love this brand. 100% pure is a bit like Live and Libations. They have a lot of clean products. And this contains like, one ingredient in here which is really good for dark spots and like pigmentation is, some of you might have heard of for this, is rice ferment, sake. It's like a Japanese beauty secret. It's also really hydrating, but I like to use this at night.
Sake is the alcohol, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
It's like the fermented thing that you used to, that's the thing that they used to ferment sake.
Ah, I see.
It's got aloe vera and it's just quite moisturising things, but I wouldn't say I'd wear this in the day. It kind of feels like a bit sticky and gooey, but so it's perfect for putting on at night. I'll also put a little bit of it there. And then I also use my Revita Lash and my Revita Brow products on my eyebrows, on my eyelashes, because it helps them grow nice and thick.
I don't think that ever went in focus, but you're just, there you go, it's in focus.
Yeah, that actually works. I was really cynical when I first bought it. Like when about 2.5 years ago or 3 years ago, I thought I'd try one of them. It was the eyebrow one and I was putting it on, didn't think it would work, but it actually did, so I swear by it.
I only commented the other day, didn't I? I was like, how on earth did you get your eyelashes that long? They look like, I don't know.
So, guys.
Well, I've got to say it in a positive, haven't I? I was going to say like some sort of wild animal's eyelashes.
I know, I like it. I love having like thick eyebrows. Right now, guys, this is going to get weird, okay? So I've been a fan of castor oil for years and years. I sometimes put this on my face as well for the dark spots. It's really, really good.
Not in focus again. There we go.
Castor oil has so many benefits. It's really good for your skin. It can help detoxing or things like that. If you look online, women for like centuries and even modern day have had amazing results with it. So it's really interesting. I've even put it on my scars. It helps with everything. And I recently have found lots of women talking about how it can help with de-bloating and helping them wake up feeling really refreshed and like their stomach's not all bloated. I don't really particularly have massive problems with bloating, but I just feel like as women we're kind of obsessed with being bloating and de-bloating, aren't we? I think it's just to do with all our hormones and the way our bodies change. Like some days my stomach is flat, some days my stomach is protruding like that. So I saw some women talking about how they kind of make a mini castor oil pack where they put castor oil in their belly button and then put a plaster on it. And ever since I've been doing this, I swear it works.
But what's a castor oil pack?
A castor oil pack is where you've got one of this, where you basically apply castor oil to certain areas of your body where it needs some attention. Like some people have like lumps, or if you've got like on the liver area, and you kind of put castor oil on the skin or on the pack, which is like a bandagey thing, and you put it on over it overnight, and then the castor oil like draws. But castor oil kind of pulls things into the body, doesn't, and pulls things out. It's very powerful. So inside your belly button,
I don't fully understand it, but I've just read all of the reports of how it works. So yeah, really fascinating.
It also, inside your belly button, you have loads of nerve endings. And apparently castor oil is being like, if you look up the history of it, it's been popular for like thousands of years. So what I do is, and it's completely natural, so what have you got to lose really? Pop a little bit inside my belly button like that. Any leftovers, I'll dab around my eyes and sort of do like a little moisturising mask. Sometimes Dad's like, you smell really funny, like what's going on?
Yeah.
Especially when I start
putting all the castor oil
so try and put that
smells interesting.
Oh, also castor oil is really good for stimulating hair growth. You can put it on like your bald patches and like your eyelashes. Like you don't have to, the Revita Brow thing does work really well because it's got peptides in it, but castor oil really works well. And then I get my plaster. These are special ones I actually got from the hospital after I had my explant surgery, but I'm going to find out if you can buy these ones on Amazon because they're really, really good. If there's a little bit of a drip coming down, I wipe it and then I just put it on like that.
Seal it in.
Seal it in. And it actually stays on all night even though I've just put oil on underneath it. It's great and it goes into your belly button and
That's definitely an interesting thing that you're doing.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It gets weird. But guys, it gets even weirder than this, doesn't it, Darren? And this is like normal to us now. Like we've been slowly implementing a lot of these things. And there's always new things pop up every week as well that we start finding out about. We love it. Darren's like, I found out about a new thing. And I'm like, what is it? And I'm like, look what I'm doing now. And like, we're not shocked by it really. We're just like really excited. Like if you start doing a new thing.
Just feels fun to get really healthy and feel really good, doesn't it?
So that's basically my beauty routine. I think I've covered everything. But now I then go into the bedroom and then I start trying to zen out. Darren's having a shower right now, so I'm gonna get into my cozy bed. I love this part of the day. It's so fun for fam getting into bed. Honestly, it really is fun. I know it sounds boring, but since I've been prioritizing sleep and going to bed and doing this, I felt so much better in the day, and I feel like I get more out of life and more out of the day by feeling better. When I was like getting broken sleep with Kerr and Karma, when I was younger and I used to stay up all night and like kind of crash out on the sofa, the next day I just wasn't like at my full potential. And so sleep is very important to me. And I don't know if you can see me properly, so I'm now going to turn the main light on just so you can actually see, but I wouldn't obviously have this light on normally. Like look how bright it is and the difference it makes. So what I love doing is writing in my diary, writing out all the things that I need to do in the next day, like a to-do list. I love list making. It kind of empties my head out and it helps me be able to relax even more. And then also it keeps me super organized, because when you've got a lot of goals or things you want to do, or you're a busy mom, it's really helpful writing things down. And then also I read a book. Sometimes it could be a fictional book like a Jane Austen, something nice and wholesome, but mostly it's some kind of type of personal development book or health book. And at the moment I'm currently reading Power by Robert Greene. I actually got this kind of as a joke for Mia in a video, but Robert Greene actually has written some amazing books. This book is a little bit on the heavy side for me, but that's what I'm currently reading, so I'm having to skip some chapters because there's a lot of historical accounts in here which are actually quite brutal and like violent, and I'm not a fan of reading things like that before bed. So I might move on to one of his other books called The Concise Laws of Human Nature. And this is actually like a condensed version without all the horrible stories in it. So I kind of wish I did that with the Power book. And then sometimes I look at my vision board when I'm in bed, focusing on what I want. This is kind of like relaxation, reflection. I've got essential oils on. It just smells amazing in here. And while I'm sitting in bed reading, Darren is over there doing something very interesting. So I'm usually here for fun, reading and writing. And then Darren is in this. Usually butt naked, but for today's video, that will be happening.
We plug it in, and then like sometimes we're sitting there with no book, sometimes we're sitting there with a book, but obviously it's hot, so with a book I'm only facing away from it. But then if I start sweating, then I throw the book out under the door. But whatever, I'll go in without a book today. So we've got all of these hot
What is this?
red bulbs. But they're really nice and warm. So it's kind of like a bit weather dependent on which red light I use as well, because this is like an actual full sauna. And it closes. It's even an EMF Faraday cage as well, so there's like no wireless frequencies can get in there. And the floor mat is grounded using the plug, so it's like you're actually connected to the earth up here, and then you've got like sunset like energy going into you. It's amazing.
Really relaxing, isn't it?
But you get boiling hot and you sweat, and that's the purpose of it as a sauna. However, over here we've got a red light panel, and so this is red and near infrared, and it's not hot. It's warm, like a little bit warm, but I'm dressed. Like if I wasn't dressed, then it wouldn't particularly be that warm. But this is meant to be like a little bit more therapeutic, like in terms of it penetrates the skin more.
It's good. So
this is more like, I don't know if you can use the term medicinal, but this is more like medicinal. That is more imitating the sun's natural frequencies.
But like
whereas this one is more intense.
But for like any of you wondering, this one is like great for detoxing. Also, it really helps like relax your body, because once you're sweating and you got really hot and then you get into bed, then you cool down, and that temperature drop helps you have a better, deeper sleep. Yeah. And that one over there, I think is really good for like beauty, anti-aging. I love using on my body, but I usually do the red lights in my morning routine, whereas Darren, he loves doing this at nighttime. If I use the sauna at nighttime, it dehydrates me too much before bed because I like to drink a lot of water afterwards because I sweat. Whereas you get a lot.
I was just going to say also I've had a shower beforehand because you do sweat in here, so you want to be clean when you then sweat in here, but then obviously then you need a shower again afterwards. But so I have a quick cold shower afterwards. I literally just 5 seconds, just rinse.
Well, would you just be able to hold the fizz fan for 1 minute? Also, quickly, just to touch upon it, we also have our biohacking drawer. This is where we keep our eye masks in. I have a side sleeve.
I got them out already so we could show them. We've
got these eye masks. They're really good for blocking out the light because even where we live, there's still light coming in from outside. Even the moon, when it's a full moon, can like come in through like.
Oh, the moon's really bright.
Really bright. Yeah. But we have a biohacking drawer here. We have lots of different goodies. At night time, sometimes we get this out. This is like a massaging gun. I use that on Darren's neck. Sometimes I give him a little neck rub, don't I? We've got a wooden one here. Some of these things we don't always use every night, and then Darren's got his castor oil pack. This is another example of a castor oil pack. Sometimes he puts that on different areas of your body. But yeah, we've got like a pick and mix. So sometimes you'll come up here, won't you, Darren, in the evening?
Well, there's also the portable red light as well in there.
Like sometimes we'll get out our cupping things, and like sometimes we'll do that. But some days if we're really busy, we don't have time, and we always make sure though that we get in bed and we do like 5-10 minutes of reading though, don't we?
Yeah. So sauna done, cold shower done, then it's going to be time for eye masks, and then I put a nose strip on if you can even see in this red light, and then lastly mouth tape so I don't mouth breathe. That's it.
Yeah, so this is our nighttime routine, and we'll see you tomorrow in our next video for February.
Daily vlogs.
Good night.
Night.